If you love me, please don't judge me. Got my hands tied, the power's above me. Don't shoot the messenger, I'm just a puppet here. If you wanna place blame, then look to the puppeteer. Family, fortune, envy, jealousy, privilege, passed on, legacy, secret, sabotage, borderline, felony, suicide, subtract, selfish, pedigree, yeah.
Well, this was a little bit longer race weekend than we all thought. I thought we would have been wrapping this weekend up after Saturday night. But of course, Mother Nature once again has to put her nose in business where it doesn't belong. Yep, for everyone that's against rain delays, better get used to it because we're at that time of year where the weather's going to warm up or we're going to see more of these. The pains of being an outdoor sport. But here's the good news and bad news from that rain tire test that NASCAR did at Martinsville last week, since Larson was part of that test. The good news is the test was a success and the test came back with good results. To where we're more likely going to do rain tires on short tracks from now on. The bad news. We gotta wait till at least late July or early August to possibly have rain tires for short tracks. Mainly New Hampshire. Since NASCAR and Goodyear are going to need time to develop all the tires, as many rain tires they can for these kind of tracks. But yeah, hey, I'm all down for it. Anything we can to get rid of as many rain delays as possible, we can take it. Gonna have to wait a couple months though before that window of opportunity opens. Good news is we still have the rain tires for the road courses too, so we still got that. But anyway, let's get to this weekend, because there were only 2 races this weekend, Xfinity and Cup at Martinsville. So the Xfinity race on Friday night, we got 1 staged in, got 92 laps done, but after 92 laps, rain came in, and the rest of the race was pushed back till Sunday afternoon. The Cup race on Saturday night, we got going, and after 42 laps, rain came and the rest of the race was pushed back to Sunday afternoon. So now to the races this weekend. So Sunday afternoon, the Xfinity race continuing back on. It was a pretty interesting race. Like the main cars that dominated, you had Harrison Burton up there. Noah Gragson was up there for the most part. Josh Berry was able to get the lead on track position. Even had Hemrick up there too. And Brandon Jones even had some time up there. Like you had a couple comers and goers. At the end of the race, Josh Berry was able to hold off a late charge from Noah Gragson. And Josh Berry is officially a winner in the NASCAR Xfinity Series with Junior Motorsports Indy 8 car. What? I mean, if you want to count it as a what the fuck moment, it's up to you. I mean, some people are not surprised because Josh Berry has a lot of experience running on Martinsville in like every kind of short track series, including modified, so kind of surprising, but at the same time, not really. But yeah, Josh Berry gets his first career win and wins at Martinsville. And Noah Gragson finishes second and wins the Xfinity Dash for Cash, since this was a Dash for Cash race. Hell, even Noah Gragson was able to beat Hemrick to the line clean, despite Hemrick's best attempts to try and dump or move Gragson out of the way. Gragson was able to hold him off clean, fair, and square. So yeah, maybe Gragson does know how to beat people clean. Maybe some Gragson haters just need to learn when to shut the hell up. And believe me, I'm not the biggest Gragson fan in the world. Never will be, but still, hey, sometimes give credit where it's due. Gragson actually won Dash for Cash fair and square this week, and was even a good sport about finishing second to Josh Berry, his teammate. But for Josh Berry, even though he has the win, he is not locked into the chase. Because he did not run in every race this year. Because he missed one race because of sponsorship issue, and that race went to Sam Mayer. So yeah, whether NASCAR gives him a waiver for the chase or not will have to be seen. Since Barry's not even supposed to be running full time in that 8 car. He's supposed to be splitting the ride with like Sam Mayer. But maybe now with that win, the door opens up now to have this happen. I don't know. I mean NASCAR's waiver system's so fucking broken, NASCAR gives them out like candy. Because you had 2015 Kyle Busch broke both his legs in that Xfinity crash at Daytona, missed a third of the season, got a waiver for the chase. Then you had Tony Stewart in 2016, where Tony Stewart broke his back in a dune buggy accident, missed the first 9 races of 2016, got a waiver for the chase. And then you had 2019, Ross Chastain, at least the first 5, 6, 7 race, 5 or 6 races, first 5 or 6 races of the Truck Series season. Ross Chastain didn't even run for points. He was mainly running for Xfinity points. Then Chastain got that truck win at Kansas. And then after that win at Kansas, Chastain decided, nope, I want to run for the truck championship. So then he switched over to start getting truck points after that. And they gave him a Truck Series chase waiver. Like, the chase waiver system's so fucking broken. Like, they just literally handed out a candy. But you know what? I would not be shocked if NASCAR doesn't give Josh Berry a waiver. Because it would not be surprising if Berry didn't get a waiver because NASCAR's never fucking consistent with anything. And anyone else say, oh, NASCAR is consistent. It's just your opinion. You're just an ignorant asshole fan. You got no say. Oh, you say NASCAR's consistent? Oh, yeah, they're consistent, all right. They're consistent at always being inconsistent. Gotcha's there. They're consistent at being inconsistent. That's the point I'm trying to make. So, yeah. Gonna be interesting. Will Josh Berry get a chase waiver? Or will NASCAR tell Josh Berry to take his chase hopes and fuck off? We'll have to see. But hey, congrats to Josh Berry on getting his first career win. Well deserved. And of course, after the Xfinity race, there was a fight in the garage between Greg Gaulding and Joe Graf Jr. I'm not going to waste too much time on this one. It's mainly 2 shitmobile drivers, so... Man, if it was someone more relevant, then maybe I would care more. But yeah, Xfinity's now off until Talladega in 2 weeks. But Truck Series will be back next week at Richmond, so we got that next week. I'm not 100% sure. I believe Kyle Busch is not in that race. I might be. I'll have to double check the schedule. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know if Kyle Busch is in that truck race or not. He might be. I'm not 100% sure. I'll double check. But yeah, anyway, to the Cup race, the conclusion of the Cup race. Well, this race, it was actually a pretty interesting race. It was a pretty okay race. Like, you had a lot of passes for the lead. Had a lot of green flag passes for position on track. You had a lot of 3 wide moments on the track. Hell, with like 113 to go, you even had a demolition derby where you had a rarity at Martinsville. The big one, a 14-car pileup from Kyle Busch and Chris Buescher getting into each other and then spinning out and causing pretty much the equivalent of a parking lot collision. Even took out a lot of good cars, which caused the red flag. But yeah, for the most part, this race was mainly between Denny Hamlin and Ryan Blaney, where Hamlin was always good on the short runs, but Ryan Blaney was always better on the long runs, until we got to the final round of pit stops, where Martin Truex Jr. would get the lead on the final round of pit stops on Hamlin, and then Ryan Blaney. Of course, Blaney having a good race and leading so many laps, looks like he's in position to finally have his first multi-win season of his career. We know how this ends. Penalty, beep! Because Ryan Blaney removed his crew member's air gun from the pit stall, and that's a penalty for removing equipment from your pit box, which took Blaney right out of the win. And because Blaney had to go to the rear of the field, but Blaney did bow back to finish 11th, so hey, okay for him. But yeah, then Hamlin would get the lead back on Truex because Hamlin had a good car in the short run, but Truex would get it back in the closing laps, and Chase Elliott would even pass Hamlin in the closing laps. And despite Chase Elliott's best efforts, Chase Elliott just didn't have enough to close in on Truex. And Martin Truex Jr. is your first multi-race winner this year. So Truex gets his second win of the season. Yeah, I think it's safe to say Truex has a thing for Martinsville, because now Truex has now won 3 of the last 4 at Martinsville. So hey, congrats to Truex on winning Martinsville, well deserved. And really, even though it didn't look like it, Hendrick Motorsports had a pretty solid day at Martinsville, despite Alex Bowman being involved in that big one. Byron battled back to finish 4th, and Kyle Larson finished 5th. So despite that, Hendrick Motorsports still had 3 cars finish in the top 5. Which, hey, that's pretty good. And Alex Bowman, he was running top 5, top 10 most of the day. Until Bowman had the vibration on his car, which put him in the back and put him in a position to get caught in that big one. So, for the most part, all 4 Hendrick cars ran top 5, top 10 all day. They ran solid. It just, their speed just was not enough to get the job done. But yeah, really, it looked like, really for Truex and Chase Elliott, I think really their cars really came alive at the end when the sun came down and it got cooler. And the fact that Hamlin was only good on the short runs. But yeah, still, pretty solid race, not gonna lie. So of course, next week we're gonna have a night race at Richmond next week. Hopefully this time it stays a night race and we don't have it and Mother Nature keeps her hands away from it. And of course, also next week, we also got F1 back with Imola, aka the San Marino Grand Prix, or whatever the fuck they're calling that race now. I honestly refer to that race as San Marino still, since it's at the track that the San Marino GP used to be at, I believe, or something like that. Imola, still. And of course, next week, we're finally at it. IndyCar season is finally here at Barber Motorsport Park in Alabama. And that also means next week, we get the IndyCar debut of 7-time Jimmy Johnson. Hello, my old friend. Like I said, I will be with you till the end of the line. I've been on the Jimmy Johnson wagon since day 1. I ain't getting off this damn thing anytime soon. I'm with it till the end of the line. Like I said, wherever Jimmy go, even though I'm still loyal to Hendrick Motorsports and Chase Elliott and Kyle Larson in NASCAR, I will still be a Jimmy Johnson fan still. And wherever Jimmy goes, I'll go with him till the end of the line. But that is next week. So yep. We got next week to look forward to. You know what? How about in honor of Jimmy Johnson's IndyCar debut? Because also next week, we're also going to have the IndyCar debut, I believe, Roman Grosjean. Which is going to be interesting. And oh yeah, there was I'm not sure if anyone saw it, but I'll show the picture on the screen. There was a Kyle Busch fan in the crowd. Sorry about that. Yeah, there was a Kyle Busch fan in the crowd calling Joey Logano a crybaby. Oh my lord, where do we fucking begin with this? Where does anyone see the goddamn irony in that sign? A Kyle Busch fan calling another driver a crybaby. Well, this is more than enough evidence that Kyle Busch's fan base is full of fucking spoiled brats. What? Do I actually have to put effort into that argument? God damn it, fuck my life. But anyway, that is for next. But now we wait till next week. We got a great weekend of racing ahead of us next week. How about we end this off with a custom Jimmy Johnson reface? NASCAR heavyweight champ and #1 Jimmy Johnson fan, out.
Why should you just stop, man? Coño, I retire. That's what happened to your friend. So long, man. Have a good day. Fuck you! Who put this thing together? Me! You're that motherfucker! We're doing 10 minutes.